I mentioned the new column this morning from Wall Street Journal columnist Gerard Baker. It's titled, "Trump is looking like a loser again." In it, Jerry writes, quote, "We need to be clear about the problem. It isn't, as some have suggested, that Mr. Trump has been wrong-footed by the Democrats' switch from Mr. Biden to Ms. Harris, nor is it a reflection of accelerated degeneration. The Trump of the past few weeks has looked and sounded more or less exactly like the Trump of 9 years ago. This is the problem. It is this Mr. Trump who lost the presidency in 2020. It is this Mr. Trump who lost the House in 2018 and the Senate in the Georgia runoff election in January 2021. Instead of telling voters consistently and repeatedly what they are actually getting if they vote Democrat, he's merely reminding them what they will get again if they vote Republican." Joe, obviously, Gerard Baker makes clear he's no fan of Vice President Harris and her agenda. But he is saying if this is the Donald Trump we see through Election Day, according to Jerry Baker, he's going to lose.
And this is a concern that Republicans across the board are expressing right now. Some behind closed doors, some outwardly. I mean, we have clips of people who have been big supporters of Donald Trump through the years, sort of Trump media, far right-wing media. And basically encouraging Donald Trump to change tack. But Donald Trump famously said to those donors, "I am who I am." But I will say, David French, we always say it's early. You know, January of last year, it's early. March, it's early. I was saying the same in June and July, still early. I'm still saying it's only August. But I will say in August, it is getting awfully late for somebody like Jerry Baker to write a column like that. Because unlike you, he is not going to vote for Kamala Harris. And he probably will not vote for any Democrats. At the same time, he says what everybody's whispering, and that is Donald Trump. What did he say? Like 1/3 of what Donald Trump said in the press conference was delusional, outright false, et cetera, et cetera. So this is sort of, I don't know if it's a canary in a coal mine or what it is, but when you've lost Jerry Baker in mid-August as a Republican nominee, you know, there's trouble brewing.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, a lot of Republicans right now are in kind of in a state of shock that the Trump campaign hasn't found its footing in taking on Kamala Harris weeks now after Joe Biden dropped out. So a lot of Republican confidence rested in this idea that there was this super professional Trump campaign, that even if Trump himself was undisciplined, then he at least could take on somebody like Kamala. He at least could take on, of course, Joe Biden. And a lot of people are gobsmacked that there hasn't really been an intentional strategy rolled out against Kamala Harris, other than this sort of berserker Trump going from thing to thing to thing and even emphasizing her race. And so there's just this growing sense that, oh, wait, maybe there was not a plan B here, and they're making this up on the fly. And you're beginning to see a lot of that coming out in commentary.
Yeah, the words Jerry Baker using in his piece, false, obtuse, or lunatic, in describing that press conference, the remarks that he made at the press conference at Mar-a-Lago the other day. New York Times columnist David French will be reading your new piece at nytimes.com. David, thanks so much.